Welcome to the NS9 Postgame show powered by Primanti Brothers. I'm Ryan. With me is Neil. Pirates win, Neil, 4-2. Little drama there in the ninth inning, but
yeah,
big win. This game had a little bit of everything. Rain delays, had a homer, had some drama in the ninth. So what do you think? Pirates came out victorious.
I don't like to call anything must win, but man, you needed that game. You really needed that game. And it was good. Like until the ninth, it was comfortable. Like you felt pretty solid. But no, it was fun to watch. Like after the rain delay, the bats came to life. The bullpen really was nails for most of that game. Like I was impressed.
Yeah, you mentioned you threw it out there. There was a lot of must win going on Twitter before the game, and you know, I don't know if I'd call any game a must win, but yeah, it was a big game. I mean, a lot of these games right now they're all huge, especially when you're facing either a division opponent or you're facing somebody that's ahead of you in the wild card race, which they were today with the Diamondbacks. So big win. You know, it was a little unfortunate with the rain delay, losing Keller, because you had the advantage in the starting pitching matchup, and you lost both starters after that rain delay. So that stunk. But hey, like you said, the bats came through. The bullpen held it down for the most part and got the W. So we'll take it. So with the win, if you're in the comments here, I see it already. Hashtag raise it. Get it in there. That'll get you entered into 2 and 2 free Primanti sandwiches at the end of this show. So get it in there. We'll do the drawing a little bit later at the end of the show. And yeah, we'll get into it. Before we get into it, Neil, gotta say, Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform and is your number one source for everything online sports betting. Right now, you can receive a 50% free bet of up to $250 on your first deposit to bet on anything from the Olympics to baseball to Formula One racing. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. Use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% free bet credit on your first deposit up to $250. Bet Online, the game starts here. Also with Bet Online, you don't have to pay that extra win tax that DraftKings is throwing up there. So there you go.
Yeah, they're not tanking their business. They're smart.
Right. So I have to address one comment here. Amanda said she wasn't. I can't find the original comment, but she said she was worried there wasn't going to be a post game show because Donardo wasn't tweeting out from the North Shore 9 account all day. Donardo ended up a little intoxicated today, from what I heard, down there in Florida at a gender reveal party. So, yeah, at his age, folks, at his age, yes. I haven't seen any footage of it yet. I was told I was getting pictures or videos, but nothing's come through yet. So if we see it, we will definitely use that to blackmail him and share it later.
Yeah. It is surprising. It takes a lot to get him away from his Twitter account. So,
right.
It must have been crazy.
That's right. Crazy times there in those Florida. Florida, man. There you go, Jim. Those crazy gender reveal parties. But anyway, let's talk about this Buccos game. Mitch Keller got the start, and hey, it was looking like and of course I thought it. I didn't say this out loud because I was watching the game by myself, but I said it in my head. But 3 innings under an hour, like the game was moving along real nice, Neil. And then we had the rain delay and everything, but Keller. It was looking like a typical Mitch Keller dominating start. 4 shutout innings. I think, what did he have? 1 hit at through those 4 innings. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Like he he looked like he had his top of his game on, and it was a shame with they put the tarp on before it started raining, which is always fun. We weren't sure how long the rain delay was going to go. And it went long enough where, Jordan Montgomery and Keller weren't able to come back out. So it was kind of, a bad break for the Pirates that they lost Keller, because Keller looked like he was going to go at least, 7.
Yeah,
he had
I was so disappointed.
60 pitches through 4. Yeah.
He looked dominant today. Like he was different. He was locked in. He was mowing down the Diamondbacks. Like he was getting people caught looking, a lot of soft contact. Like I felt bad that he had to cut his night short. Because I don't know if he goes 7, but he was cruising to at least 6 really good innings of baseball.
Yep.
Yeah. Max didn't have an answer for him. More strikeouts than murders on base. Like it really is sad. And it's good that we still got the win regardless.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I mean, maybe it's good for us. We got the win. We saved Keller's arm a little bit. But
yeah, because we sure as heck saved it after the All-Star break. We had to get
that's what I mean. We already saved it once. You don't really need to
right.
do it again. But no, I'm really happy with what I saw with Mitch Keller, because again, the consistency has been there all year. Like outside of those first 5 starts, like he has been the best pitcher he's been in his entire career, and that keeps going.
Yeah, he's been great this year, and that's why I've been saying it pretty much like you said. Besides those first couple starts to start the year in April, like I'm so comfortable during Mitch Keller starts, because he's just got something about him this year where he's so in control. He's throwing the whole arsenal of pitches that he has. He's throwing them all for strikes. I think he had 60 pitches tonight and 44 strikes, which he walked 2, which is kind of not really what we've seen from him this year. But like you said, it really, he was never in like a jam or anything. And you saw his reaction. Did you see the reaction when he's coming off the mound, when he saw the tarp getting rolled out, and he's just, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
He was mad. Like, yeah, and like that's what I mean. That's why I mean, like, where he looked locked in. Like you could tell he was pissed off, because he's like, oh man, like I have to come out after 4 innings tonight. Like, no, like it's really hard to complain about Mitch Keller this year. I mean, 131 innings, I think his ERA is now like sub 3.2.
It's actually right on 3. Yeah, 3.2.
Okay, 3.2. Like he has been way better than I think any of us thought he would be after he signed the extension.
Yeah,
but like if he keeps this up till the end of the year, there is so much value in the low 3 ERA guy who goes 200 innings. Like those guys are rare. Mitch Keller has developed into one of like a rare, really good pitcher.
And that's why, my point coming out of the All-Star break about how they took him out of that start against the White Sox early, and then he didn't pitch again for like a week. They buried him in the rotation coming out of the All-Star break. It's like, this guy, he's 28 years old. He made 32 starts last year. He made 29 the year before. Like this isn't Jared Jones and Skeens where you're trying to protect their arms. Like this is our horse. And he's just had definitely the confidence about him this year. And like I said, you can't say enough good things about him in these starts this year. And you just go into it, and it's fun to watch. Yeah, it's like Doug says, it's really hard to complain about Keller since June 1st, and that's even Doug. It was even before that, Doug. Come on,
it was like April 20th. Like, man, I don't know.
Keep
like,
talking. I'm gonna look up Mitch Keller stats by month.
Like he's been like he's already basically a 3-WAR pitcher. The season's not even over. He is cruising to the I don't know, like. Did the first 2 starts suck? Yes, they did. But like, he has been so good now for basically 90% of the season. I don't know where Doug is talking about.
Yeah, Doug. So here's Keller's numbers in May: 4-0, 4 starts. So they won all 4 starts. A 1.3 ERA and 27.2 innings. 2.35 ERA and 5 starts in June. And then he actually, July going into tonight, he had a 3.6 in 5 starts. So yeah, April was the 5.18. But besides that, like basically since the calendar turned May, Keller has been on. He's been the man.
Yeah. I mean, like, he has been a revelation, and like ever since like the third start of the season, he's had a sub-3 ERA. Like, I went from April 14th to now, sub-3 ERA. Like, he has been everything you could have hoped for or more. Like, when he signed that contract extension, I think everyone was like, you know what? If Mitch Keller stays like a solid middle of the rotation guy, that's good enough. You've got your money's worth. And this year, he has been more than that. He has been a top of the rotation starter.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If anything, like, I think he's getting underpaid if he keeps pitching like this.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look, Jordan Montgomery is making what, 25 million now. He's got a 1-year deal, but I think there's like an option in there if it's a player option. But like Max Wellington said here, as I posted it, getting Jones back gives the Pirates a top 3 rotation in baseball, and it's hard to argue that the way Keller and Skeens are pitching. So we'll see what we get from Jones when he comes back. But yeah, I mean, it's Mitch Keller. It was a shame he wasn't able to go longer because of the rain. You had Pony out here whining about Mother Nature, and but yeah, it was a tough break. But hey, let's talk about what the Pirates did after that. Look, they got the 1-0 lead even before the rain delay on Joey Bart's solo home run. And I mean, Neil, let's talk about Joey Bart because, is it time to give Ben Cherington his flowers on Joey Bart, or was this just like a stroke of luck of just, hey, we need some extra catching depth. The Giants just DFA'd Bart. Let's go get him, and why not? Bart's been a revelation. Like what Joey Bart has done this year is, I'm pretty sure, what we thought Henry Davis was going to do. And it's been Joey Bart, who was DFA'd before the year.
Good front offices and good teams find good players everywhere. Ben Cherington hasn't really done that. He doesn't do it in free agency hitting wise. Trading, it's been hit or miss, but Joey Bart has been his best. I would say it's his best offensive player he's brought in. And it's great. Like, you need to find those diamonds in the rough that other teams don't find. And I mean, Ben Cherington wanted him before the season started. They tried trading for him in the offseason. So clearly they saw something they liked to Joey Bart. And I was like, kind of whatever about it. I didn't think it would go anywhere, but no, this is a great move. We can maybe talk about it. Maybe you could see, like, he could, I feel like he might be better at first base or at DH, because I don't think his framing's quite there. I think you could kind of see it with Chapman, where like he couldn't really frame strikes. Like, he was making strikes be called balls. But besides that, I mean, you can't complain with the production. He's hitting home runs.
Yeah.
He is driving in. He drove in 2 today. Like, he has been very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, his OPS, and it was starting to coming out of like the All-Star break, it was starting to creep back down to 800, but he's back up to 854. I mean, his OPS is just ridiculous. No, and also, Jim, I did not make up a word. Jim, this goes back to DiNardo's dugout back in the day. I think it was Geddes that came up with the DFA. So that's my designated for assignment. You got DFA'd. Anyway, yeah, it was hey, like I said, whether and that's what he said. Most of these signings, like when you pick up a former top pick or former top prospect or whatever, when they've failed other places and they're a busted pick, like, yeah, most of 49 out of 50 times it doesn't work out, or they end up on the Cardinals or something, and then they're looking great. But these kind of moves don't usually work out for the Pirates. So to be able to sign him and bring him in, especially with you have what Henry Davis was doing this year, with he got injured, he wasn't hitting, was in AAA. Like, he just hasn't been the guy we thought he was going to be. Grandal's been not great. And Bart's just, Andy was out for the year. So here's Bart, and basically has taken over that catching role. Really the only thing that Bart needs to do at this point is let's catch a Skeens game and get Grandal out of that role.
Yeah. Well, I mean, That's the biggest thing I would say is that Joey Bart has saved me from watching a lot of Yasmani Grandal baseball games, and for that I will
Yep.
forever be grateful. Because, but no, I mean like 100. I think it's 131 OPS plus from your catching position. Like that's quality, and like he has been hurt, so you don't know how real that is. But I mean, 129 WRC plus through 145 plate appearances, that will play. That and like you can live with the subpar defense. Maybe if Kutch is going on I almost said disabled list, the IL. If maybe he's going on the IL, like you can put Bart at DH, call up Davis. So you keep getting that bat in the lineup.
Yeah.
That keeps playing. And even if it runs out, you got to keep riding this hot bat. Like you got to keep riding until it falls off.
Yeah, and like you said, somebody mentioned he's not going to catch every day all week, but like you said, you can, whether DHs or whatnot, or just I mean, he's not going to play every day, but yeah, that his OPS, WRC plus, it's all playing, and it's been awesome to watch. So yeah, Bart gave the Pirates the 1-0 lead there. We had the rain delay, which turned out to be a little longer than everybody thought. They come back out of the rain delay. And here comes Denny Santana onto the mound for the Pirates. And Santana's been pitching great. Everybody's been loving it. I wasn't quite buying into it yet, Neil. And today he comes in and loads the bases. They get him out of there. He didn't even record an out. I'll say this. Kudos to Shelton for not sticking with him any longer and getting him out of there. He put Jalen Beeks in an interesting spot, but hey, Beeks came through, and I mean, you coming in with bases loaded, no outs, and he came out of it with just one run. So we'll take that. But yeah, I'll say that at least, I'm not thinking Danny Santana has figured it out yet. And he struggled tonight, but yeah, kudos to Shelton for getting him out of there.
Yeah, and I don't want to be too tough on Santana because he is one of those guys you get off the scrap heap, and he has been pitching really well for 2 months. So I don't want to get on him too hard. I know he's had a rough last couple outings. I think what was the last night he pitched and gave up runs. I don't exactly remember, but it sucks when that happens. But I mean, wow. I mean, I was not thrilled with the Beak signing, but that was clutch. Like getting the pop up, then the strikeout. Yeah. Then I think that was just a really good at bat by Jock Peterson. I don't really even think Beeks did anything really wrong in that one. But when you come in, bases loaded, and all you do is give up one walk, like that's all you could have ever asked for.
Yeah, somebody said it in here. Beeks saved the game at that point.
Oh yeah,
I mean, bases loaded, no outs. We're in the fifth inning. This is the start of the bullpen. You're thinking, oh God, like here we go. We know, Holderman struggled. Who are you going to go to next? And here he brought in Beeks, and Beeks got the job done. Like you said, one run. You mentioned the Jock Peterson at bat. There was a couple foul balls to right field that were very close to being a grand slam.
My heart sank the first one where like it just bounced off the Clemente wall. I'm like, I was convinced that was fair.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 feet to the right, but yeah, it was close. It was a little close.
And he hit the second one to the Riverwalk. That was very close. And so at that point, I'm like, you know what? Peterson's seeing the ball really well. If all we do is walk him, that's okay. And then he got the third out. And it was a 1-1 game. Kept them in the game. Yep. Didn't let the game get out of hand. That was huge from Beeks.
Yep.
Really impressed with that today.
Beeks has been around. I mean, I think he's been pitching. I think he's been in the league since 2017 or 18.
Yeah.
But he's been around. I don't think Beeks is all of a sudden going to be this savior in the bullpen, but he's a left-hander out of the bullpen that if he's able to be that guy that we go to here and there to get out of spots or be the left-hander and able to hold it down. I mean, at this point, we know some of the other names that we picked up off the scrap heap this year and what they've done. So if Beeks can be, at least he's got major league experience and he's done it before and can kind of maybe be that guy. So we'll see. But it was a great spot for him today. And not a great spot, but he did his job and did great with it. So, and then Nicholas, we've seen Nicholas be that kind of multi reliever or inning guy. He came in, pitched 2 scoreless innings, got us to Chapman and Bednar. And
I can't believe I'm like relaxed when Kyle Nicholas comes in.
Right?
It didn't used to be that way. Like it did not used to be. We're like, but now whenever I see Nicholas warming up on the mound, I'm like, you know what? Okay, it's okay. We got this.
Yeah, his ERA's getting close to sub 3.11.
No, and it's just been like a steady progression of confident. Like you can tell he's confident. Like when he first came up, and like when he had the Paul Skeens disaster, like you could tell like the body language wasn't great. Like he wasn't really confident in throwing strikes, but now he's locked in, and it's been big. Like he will still give up runs here or there, but I mean I don't think you can really complain for someone who's like your 6th or 7th inning guy. I mean he's been nails.
Right, and he really wasn't even supposed to be like the 7th inning guy. Like it would, if in a ideal world, if everyone's pitching good, it'd be Holderman, Chapman, Bednar, or Chapman, Holderman, Bednar. But or Majinski may even come out for the 6th, but Majinski's injured. So like you have options now, and Nicholas can be that guy. Nicholas is pretty much, he's like always seeming like he's going more than 1 inning. So, and it's good that you have him as that option and he can do that. So yeah, he was huge tonight. One hit and struck out 1. And yeah, he's just been, that ERA has been slowly creeping down. Chapman comes out. Chapman really should have had a 1-2-3 inning. They had that defensive play at first there that just, it was out of the glove of Joe. Joe made the extension, but just couldn't get that.
We have some interesting infield defense tonight. Like Cruz not playing the line drive all that great. Kiner Falefa not giving Joe the best throw. Joe not catching it. Like it was rough.
That's right. That was an E4 on that.
Like it wasn't our best. It wasn't our best shining moment. But no, Chapman looked good again.
Struck out the side.
And I gotta say, like I gotta give just for tonight, I gotta give a little shout out to Luis Ortiz too for saving our bullpen. Like, cause like he got rocked so badly last night, and then he settled in and like kept us in the game and like went into the 6th. So like we didn't burn everyone. Like I don't think we win tonight if Luis Ortiz doesn't at least save the bullpen a little bit.
Oh, right. Because you're right. Because even I am drinking a Guinness. I love these people. They catch everything. No, you're right. Because Ortiz, it was such a weird start because it was the first 4 batters of the game. It was literally like a Little League home run and then 3 straight home runs. So like, it wasn't like he was laboring for 3 innings or something. Like, it was just, he got the first 4 guys all scored and got a home run basically. So like he settled down and saved it because if you go to the bullpen early yesterday and then today you're thinking, well, we have Keller on the mound. He'll go 6-7. Well, then you have the rain, the rain delay. So that kind of killed that. So this bullpen could be really in shambles at this point. But Luis Ortiz battled back, and I mean, so did the Pirates last night. They just couldn't finish it off.
A little heartbreaking last night, but we got the win today. So, but just a little shout out to Luis Ortiz because I think Luis Ortiz of like other years would have just fallen apart. Or like wouldn't have. But like
I think a lot of pitchers in that spot would have just fallen apart in the first inning. I mean, everybody's hitting a home run off you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted him out in the first inning too. So small little thing was from last night, but thank you, Luis Ortiz. Like never been more happy to see my starting pitcher give up 5 runs like that.
Right. So Chapman, he strikes out the side. Another good outing. He was coming off the 103-mile-per-hour pitch to Josh Bell that he homers on yesterday, which was ridiculous. But comes back in here and does a great job, strikes out the side. Bednar looked like he was going to strike out the side and have a nice 1-2-3 easy, cool 9th inning. And then he gives up a hit, a walk, a hit, run scores. He gets the final out, but just a little shaky from Bednar. What'd you think there?
I'm not going to be upset to see Perdomo never face us again this year because I think he was the one who drove in the run. But he's been killing us. And Bednar. I mean, I don't want to get on Bednar either because he didn't blow the game, and he has also been locked down for like 2 straight months. Like, I think sometimes that happens. Sometimes sometimes your closer gives up runs. I'm not really worried, but you were definitely sitting on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, and he started off, it was so, quick, 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. Like, you're thinking, oh yeah, he's got this on lockdown. And then just a couple hits. And like you said, Perdomo, yeah, 3 for 3 today.
Oh yeah, sorry. Marte drove in the run, but Perdomo started it all off. Thank you, Daniel.
And then, Josh Bell, who's been our Pirate killer, 0 for 4 tonight. They actually got Bell out, so that was nice to see. But yeah, Perdomo 3 for 3. And but yeah, like you said, that's why, it's nice to have the 3-run cushion. It's 4-1 Pirates going into the 9th, so you have some insurance runs there for Bednar, and he needed them tonight. But yeah, I think Bednar is fine. Which I kind of, goes back to like Holderman. Like, relievers are weird. Like, they go into these weird spans where they just all of a sudden are struggling. And we saw that with Bednar in April. And, was that because he just got a late start to the season? It could be. But yeah, even Bednar, who you said he's been pretty good for 2 months, his ERA's 5.06. It's just like that first month with the reliever, like it kills your ERA. So, but hey, they got the win. They got it locked down. And yeah, we go into tomorrow's big game rubber match against the Diamondbacks tomorrow. And it's, I wouldn't say the bullpen, you got Skeens on the mound, which is right there is good. But I'd say most of the, the arms in the bullpen are going to be available. Maybe not Chapman 2 days in a row, but you got options there. I think you're in an okay spot with the bullpen going into tomorrow.
Yeah, we should be pretty okay. And it's Paul Skeens. Hopefully he goes 6. He should. I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but he is pretty. If there's any of our pitchers to go 6 innings, 7 innings, I would say Paul Skeens is most likely. So yeah, we'll hope for a good one tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think we've talked about Bryan Reynolds yet, though.
I was just going to say, should we talk about the guy that won the game and gave them the lead?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So Bryan Reynolds hits his, what was it? Is it 19th? Yeah, 19th home run of the season. 2-run shot, gave the Pirates a 3-1 to lead in the 6th inning. Yeah, the 6th inning. I got to look this up for the runs. I'm a friend of the show in here, Lisa, that's in the comments. She said it seems like the Pirates offense wakes up in the 6th inning in a lot of these games. So I will have to look this up. But yeah, definitely worked today. They scored 3 runs in the 6th and pretty much, got the lead and put it away. It was up 4-1. But yeah, Reynolds just continues to be the best hitter on this team. Like, just steady, 1 for 2 today with the home run, 2 walks, 2 RBIs. Like, he's just been B-Ray has been great.
Yeah, and this is from Alex Stumpf, but Bryan has really been hitting home runs, especially when we need it. But this is Alex Stumpf tweeted out that 6 of Bryan Reynolds' last 11 home runs have broken the tie to give the Pirates the lead, and 2 of them have have tied the game. So 8 of his 11 home runs recently have been just bringing the Pirates back into the game or giving the Pirates the lead. And so I think I remember he used to be criticized for being low leverage, only doing stat padding.
Yep.
But he's been so clutch for us this year. And
yeah,
he's returning. It's not as good as 2022, but he's a lot closer to 2022 than he is the last. 21. Sorry. He's a lot closer to 2021 than he is the last year.
Yeah.
He's been so good.
Yeah, you're right. He's pretty much done the work to bury that narrative. And I did, oh God, I don't remember if this was last year or the year before. I did some kind of research about Reynolds when he hit his home runs. And basically, I did it in, a 1-run or a tie game or, a 2-run game compared to 3, 4, or when the game was completely out of hand. And there really was no correlation to any certain one time. Like he hit home runs in any kind of scenario. So, I don't really, it was there. Like I said, I don't have that stuff in front of me, but definitely this year, like he's been clutch. And I think they said it on the broadcast too. Like he came up clutch again tonight, and he's been that guy this year. Yeah, I mean, he's got the best batting average on the team, 287, his OPS 840. He's leading the team in home runs. Yeah, Reynolds, it's just like I said, this offense went to a point at one point where if Reynolds and Cruz weren't doing it, who was? Nobody really was. And B-Ray came through again tonight, and they pretty much, that was the big, the lead and the insurance runs, and they cruised from there.
Yeah. No, and now he's at 134 WRC plus for the season. Second highest in his career, only beaten by the 2021 season, 140. Like he looks really, really good. And I'm really happy for him because like, I feel like it's someone who who's played a lot of good baseball on a lot of bad Pirate teams. It's really nice to see him being at like the forefront of like making this Pirates team like a good competitive team.
Right.
Like he's earned it. He's earned the money he's paid. Like I think at this point, I don't think people can really say his contract is bad.
Like, they were saying it early in the year.
They were, yeah. Like people.
Same thing with Keller. Like it's just the extensions were so team friendly. It almost like doesn't matter. Like we could talk about Hayes, but even that contract, it's like, dude, if Hayes just plays good defense, it's like it's just not team crippling. But anyway.
But no, I'm so happy for Reynolds, and I love watching him play baseball. I mean, I don't know what beer for my horses does to him, but like ever since he changed his walk-up song, the beer for my horses, he has been a menace.
Yeah, he's it helps when you're playing well and the team is winning to an extent, but he looks like he's having fun out there. Like we've seen Reynolds where he's just the most kind of low-key guy and isn't shooting. You don't see him smiling too often or doing this and that, but I feel like we've seen that a lot from him this year, and he's having fun.
He's a lot. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right.
A little more personality from, so it helps when you're going to the All-Star game and the team's doing pretty good and everything. And so that like
interviews. Did you
right?
Like
how about that home run? Yeah, it was good. But yeah, so we've seen a little more of that from him this year, and but yeah, so the home run huge, obviously won the game. McCutchen left the game. I think they said it was left quad tightness. Was that what I read?
They said it was precautionary.
Yeah, so Bay came in for him.
Yeah, precaution, left quad tightness.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, Yeah, I mean, Kutch is, what is he, 38, 37?
Yeah.
Up there. So something like that happens, you're leading, like, just get him out of the game. Like you said, precautionary. Hopefully nothing too serious there. Do we want to talk about, if somebody asked about the two pickups at the deadline, we didn't ring in on that. We weren't on the deadline show, but De La Cruz 0 for 4 tonight. What are we calling him? Ralph? Connor Falefa? Are we calling him Ralph? I saw that on Twitter.
No, I haven't been Isaiah Connor Falefa. I mean, I was not a fan of the Bryan De La Cruz trade. I'm really hoping he proves me wrong. I think before we even traded for him, I called him Edward Olivares 2.0. And I'm not seeing it, very, very small sample size. I want to qualify this with this. I've not seen anything that makes me feel like I'm wrong. A lot of bad swing decisions, not working counts, and not a lot of hard contact. But again, it's also been 3 games.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's so small sample. He's having, I mean, he's had a decent year as far as he's had a real good year for power. I mean, we know he's had 18 home runs, but like you said, I didn't love the deals. It just did they upgrade what we currently had? Yes, but I think they could have done so much more. But I mean, it got to the point where on deadline day, it was like, are they going to do anything? It was almost like, oh, thank goodness we got Cruz or De La Cruz. It was like, I'll take it, because I really started thinking they weren't going to do anything. So, yeah, is he better than Olivares and Sawinski? I mean, yeah, at this point, but
I see a lot of similarities between him and Olivares, and I hope I'm wrong. I really pray that I'm wrong.
But then, Kiner Falefa was having even a better year as far as like average wise stuff. He 0 for 3 tonight. This was his Pirates debut. He has an error. We mentioned the E4 that he had. So not a great debut, Neil, for him.
No, I'm not. Kiner Falefa is a glove first guy. He'll be okay, I think. I don't think he's going to keep hitting like he was, but
right.
I'm pretty content with Kiner Falefa just because he fills so many gaps. He can plug in anywhere and he can hit better than Jared Triolo. So I actually kind of think so. I'm not terribly mad about him tonight. I think he made some decent plays at second base. I think he looked comfortable, and errors happen.
Yeah.
I'm an O'Neill Cruz defender. I can't really get mad about errors.
Right. Hey, I wanted Brent Rooker, and I was like, I don't care what his defense is in right field. Just get him in that lineup. So yeah, it was like I said, it's been real early on with the two guys they picked up, and we'll see what happens. But all right, Neil, let's get it. We're going to be getting into the giveaway here. So if you haven't already, hashtag raise it in the comments. That'll get you entered into the giveaway here for 2 Primanti sandwiches. We have, let's see here, 103 entries, Neil, as of now. So
awesome.
Let's get them in here. Hashtag raise it. We will give you like a 20-second warning here, and then it's going to take me that long to figure out how to share my screen here again. It's always, I'm not on here for too many wins.
Boomer Ryan struggling with the,
it is. Or if I am on here, it's like with Donardo or something. So, all right, let's pull this thing up here. I think I got it. All right, there it is. 106 entries. Give you guys a couple more seconds here. And the Buccos 4-2 win. Brewers lost tonight, Neil, too. So
yeah, we're closing on the division. But
Cardinals were losing, but I think they came back and beat the Cubs.
They did. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. If you like watching baseball and talking about the game with a bunch of really fun people, join the Discord. It is always super, super active.
The Discord had what they were naming random pirates from like the 2000s during the rain delay. So
so they're doing it's from the Noah Hiles tweet.
Yeah. So it was it's always good content in there, especially on the rain delays. So all right, we got 107 entries here. I am going to draw this thing. Good luck to everybody. And here we go. I saw Doug. He's not going to win tonight. Oh my
gosh.
No.
Did he put himself in there twice?
This is like the 4th time he's won this year. We're running it back. We're running it again. Let's go.
Come on, Doug.
Ridiculous. All right, there we go. Jeffrey Alberter. Congratulations,
Jeffrey, man.
Yeah, Jeffrey, congrats. No, I got to figure out how to not share this anymore. There we go.
Yeah.
Find us on DM us, North Shore 9 on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or email us at northshore9 at gmail.com, and we'll get you your get us your info, and we'll get the sandwiches out to you. So
yeah.
Doug, all he does is win. Doug is ineligible.
But let's say Doug can just go to DiNardo's house and get his own Primantis there.
He can't keep getting away with this. That's what I'm saying. All right. Anything else, Neil, from this game tonight?
No, just have a happy Skeens Day tomorrow, everyone.
Yeah. Big game, rubber match. This is the home series against the D-backs. You got to take it, and you got Skeens on the mound, so you're going to be the favorite. So not
a must win, but it feels like one.
Oh, look at this. Jeffrey's 46th birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
So you could celebrate at Primanti's. There you go. But yeah, so we'll see it. Get the win tomorrow, Pirates, with Skeens on the mound. And I'm going to go finish my Guinness, and we'll call it a night.
Sounds good.
All right. See you guys.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.